All right, guys, so we have the DC Connect for July. This tells you everything from DC that's coming out in September, right? So you can find these at your local comic book stores. I like going through it. I've made videos like this in the past where we just flip through it, try to find some things that we're excited to pick up, man. So let's flip through, man. Let's talk about DC Connect for the month of July, man. So the big thing that's coming out in September, the new volume of Batman, obviously. So right here on the cover, you guys see it. First page, you guys see it. Matt Fraction coming in. Jorge Jimenez coming in as well. So yeah, man, I'm excited about this new era of Batman, this new volume starting up. Love that the blue suit's coming back. That's really cool stuff as well. We get some cool variant covers. We have this David Aja 1 in 50. That's pretty cool. Might be hard to get your hands on that. Get like a foil variant, maybe just a symbol variant. I don't know if it's foil. Down here, we get a Frank Quietly variant as well. So yeah, man, real ton of excitement for this new era of Batman. That costume just looks so sick, man. So yeah, not sure what to expect in the new volume, but Matt Fraction coming in, it's got to be pretty good, right? Red Hood is getting a new ongoing. It's going to be in continuity. It's a mature reader ongoing too, which is pretty interesting. I'm not sure about the writer, Gretchen Felker Martin. Haven't read much of her stuff before, if any. But then we have art from Jeff Spokes. He did a series with Tom King recently, Jenny Sparks, I think, and the art in that was really good. So yeah, in this preview, it looks great too. In continuity, mature reader Red Hood series. That's pretty interesting, man. So working with Huntress on that one. We get, of course, Absolute Batman, Absolute Bane, looks like Absolute Killer Croc as well. So that'll be pretty interesting. We get an Absolute Batman Artist Edition. So this is gonna be the same size as the art board. So if you guys can picture how big that's gonna be, it's gonna be massive. Nick Dragotta's black and white are in depth at a large size of the original artboard. I mean, that's pretty interesting, pretty cool. If you're into the behind the scenes, the making of Absolute Batman, that's got to be a must pick up, dude. So moving along, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, both series I've really been enjoying. Same thing with Absolute Green Lantern and Absolute Flash. I think that the entire Absolute line, it's all must pick up stuff. It's all some of the better stuff that's coming out of DC. I like that the Absolute line has given them the freedom to kind of push the boundaries, but be a little bit more unique in what they do. So I've been loving the Absolute titles so far, all of them. We get Superman number 30. This one's interesting because if you see here on the cover, we get Booster Gold. There's kind of like a meta narrative going on with the DC universe right now. We have the, the Darkseid's Legion way in the future, I guess, and they've sort of captured Booster Gold, and that's related to the Darkseid thing, the start of the Absolute Universe, like the All-In initiative, everything that's going on. Kind of like this overarching narrative over at DC. So the Superman title is going to be a big part of that. Excited about that. Adventures of Superman Book of L. So with this, Philip Kennedy Johnson is coming back to continue his Superman saga. So really enjoyed the Warworld saga stuff. And then you get Superman coming back down to Earth. And I just loved everything that Philip Kennedy Johnson was doing. It seems like this is going to be a spiritual successor to that, so pretty cool. Moving right along, we get the Superman Unlimited. Really love that from Dan Slott, Raphael Albuquerque. Great look for Superman. Interesting story so far. Action Comics number 1090. So I was thinking of jumping back on the Action Comics title because Mark Waid writing it. You get the Superboy stuff with Smallville and Ma and Pa Kent, right? So it's very intriguing to me to be in that kind of era. I've not read much of the Superboy in Smallville type of era. So I was thinking of jumping back onto that. I gotta figure that out with my shop. Supergirl number 5. I liked Supergirl number 1, but it wasn't a series that was necessarily for me all the way. So might check that out on DC Universe Infinite. Last Dog of Krypton. Been loving that from Ryan North. Finding more about Krypton. Pretty fun. Wonder Woman. I got some issues on that series. Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman, have not checked that series out yet, but I really do like the Trinity character and all those different short stories they had, so I have to check that series out. Justice League Unlimited, Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League. Continuing along, this is that overarching narrative that I was telling you about, so got the Absolute Power into the All-In kind of initiative. We got the We Are Yesterday mini event, and then we're gonna have the Legion of Darkseid into whatever's going on this fall, like the big DC event. Hopefully it ties in with like the Absolute Universe too. That could be cool. Justice League Red, I don't know too much about that. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2. We get Detective Comics. Looks like Mikhail Janin is coming back on. That's interesting. I did drop this title, but Janine was really good on the art. Mikhail Janin. Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, Birds of Prey. Out of these, I'm reading Nightwing, Batgirl, and Birds of Prey. All three really good. Not reading this Catwoman series. Let me know down in the comments if I should. Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Batman and Robin 25, also from Kennedy Johnson. Not reading this Titans series. Moving right along. Batman and Robin Year 1, so good, man. Hopefully it gets another volume. I think it's gonna end at 12. It's a little bit unfortunate. Mark Waid, Chris Samney there. Batman Superman World's Finest. I've since dropped this title. We have Batman Dark Patterns. Excellent stuff. Probably my favorite Batman book on stands. Batman Last Halloween. We get these kind of fall covers. The interesting one to me was this Nightwing one. Dude, people are so horny for Nightwing. It's crazy. We get the Flash, Green Arrow. This has been a great series. Love this from Chris Condon. Definitely should pick that up. We get sort of a Green Lantern arc. I've dropped off the Green Lantern stuff. Too much going on, man. Too much going on in the Green Lantern series. New Gods have been really good from Ram V. Evan Cagle as well. And yeah, excited to keep it going. I dropped Aquaman, a little bit unfortunate. Jeff Lemire, we're sticking with, dude. We're sticking with Jeff Lemire on JSA. Mr. Terrific Year 1. After the Superman movie, I gotta check this out, man. I really slept on this series, but I gotta check it out. This is kind of cool. So the Batman Second Night. So they're getting another crack at this. Dan Jurgens, Mike Perkins. So that's pretty cool. I like that first volume they did. So we have Kryptonite Spectrum, Superman Kryptonite Spectrum, same team as the Ice Cream Man. That's pretty interesting. Resurrection Man. We get Dan Mora doing like a Power Rangers Batman. That's crazy. That'll be crazy. Moving right along. We get a new series that's focused for, it's supposed to be for all ages, for kids. It's called The Court, Children of the Round Table, written from Tom Taylor. So that might be interesting. Probably not for me, but that's cool. Teen Titans Go. We get some facsimiles. Sure. Okay, and then we get some collected editions back here. We get the Martian Manhunter Absolute coming out. That's awesome. You definitely got to pick that up. Zatanna, We Are Yesterday, Last Halloween, Robin and Batman Jason Todd. That's pretty cool. Some Green Lantern, some Absolutes. I heard Day Tripper's really good. Still got to read that. We get some DC Compacts with Why the Last Man and V for Vendetta. We get some DC's Finest as well for Super Friends, for Crisis on Infinite Earths, and for the War series, DC Comics War. That's pretty interesting. Got some compendiums for Injustice, Secret Six Omnibus by Gail Simone #2, some Super Sons trade paperback, and then an omnibus for the Superman event, Our Worlds at War. And this is great. The Human Target Deluxe Edition finally coming out. Excellent series from Greg Smallwood and Tom King. One of my favorite series of all time, so that's cool to get that in a deluxe. Warlords by Mike Grove. That's pretty interesting. I don't know too much about that, but it looks cool. And yeah, Judas Contract Deluxe. That's pretty much it, guys. That's been the DC Connect for the month of July. Everything coming out in the next couple months, coming out from DC in the month of September. So let me know what you guys thought. Any of the announcements in here that really exciting you, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this part.